Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard. Apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts, where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome to the Falcon Sports Complex. It is tournament time continued on this windy Friday afternoon. In fact, it's going to be a blustery evening for baseball right now. It is 52 degrees, feels like it's 45. Wind is out of the northwest at 22 miles per hour, gusting into the mid-30s plus. And so that'll be an entertaining time for us to be able to bring you baseball. In fact, I did have to strap the camera down to make sure it didn't fly away. So hopefully we can keep you with good views right here on WDCNEmedia.com. And so we will take a look at some of the players here in the stats. So as we go here, taking a look at it's going to be the 4-11 Falcons as we take on.
Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to Valley, Nebraska and the DC West Sports Campus.
The Pioneers.
Opener for the NCC tournament.
So the 5-4 Pioneers. No, I'm sorry. That is. Let's take a look at the Pioneers as what they are doing. Is they're actually a 4-9 as well. So it's going to be a good game. Let's see if we can get 5 full innings out of the whole thing here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lineups. So starting off in the batting order for the Pioneers is the pitcher, Junior Presley Oberling. And then we will have up next the catcher, Junior Mason Rakert. Third in the batting lineup is first baseman, the sophomore Nathan Duros. Fourth in the batting lineup is shortstop Hunter Bierman, also a sophomore. Fifth is right fielder Quentin Bilsbach, a sophomore. Sixth is center fielder Rucka Ruma, also a sophomore. Seventh, we have,
Batting ninth, wearing 31, the second baseman, Adam Elofsson.
let's see, who is seventh? I would have to go back. Eighth, we have designated hitter Aiden Johnson. Ninth is second baseman Adam Elofsson. And then we also have playing out there Blake Wark for the left field. For the Falcons, first up is going to be Jackson Skeideman, the shortstop, playing shortstop. Second, center fielder Mason Pettit. Third, we will see Jack Landauer. He's also going to be pitching today. Fourth, first baseman Wyatt Tenaik. Fifth is third baseman Tucker Korb. Sixth is designated hitter Brock Listenberger. Seventh is right fielder Ashton Harlow. Eighth is left fielder Cash Hermanson. Ninth is catcher Sway Lopez. And then also we have on the field second base Dawson Fanholz. So we'll turn the mic on here in a moment as we have the national anthem getting ready for this game, and you're going to hear the winds blowing across Nebraska and getting ready for some great baseball.
We're just a few moments away from the first pitch. Let's get on our feet, make some noise, and show some support for these incredible student athletes. At this time, please remove your caps and direct your attention to the center of the sports complex flagpole for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, so we will turn the wind off and to bring things back inside the press box. And, well, we are very grateful for being able to be inside the press box. But I want to say thank you to all of the diehard fans coming out and playing today. Let me just take a look here. And who did I? So third.
That's where it happened. The seventh in the batting lineup, I had the mismark there. So is Nathan Duros. Third in the batting lineup is third baseman Chase Bierman. So for the Falcons, and again, want to say thank you to all the sponsors, part of the Falcon Pride Booster Club, that bring all these activities and games to you, so you never have to pay and you can watch the kids play. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. And again, thank you for DC West Schools for being a part of our broadcast on WDCNEmedia.com. Catch all the home activities always here. All right, so, and again, on the mound is our friend Jack Landauer, the junior. One thing I've noticed is that there's a lot of sophomores playing for the Pioneers. So a pretty young team coming up to play there. And we do have just a few seniors, but then some juniors playing for the Falcons. So, again, a young team coming up. The junior pitcher leading off, that's Presley Oberding, stepping into the batting box to lead off for the Pioneers. Landauer and Korb exchanging a pregame right there, to making sure, getting ready. First pitch on the way, and that's in there for a nice strike right down the middle. So 0-1 is leading off. Landauer not letting the wind affect him. Hit right out, picked up by shortstop. Throw over to first. The 6-3 is in time. So Oberding with a ground out.
Now batting for the Pioneers, the catcher.
And that brings up the catcher. Is up next. Mason Reichert, also a junior for the Pioneers. First pitch is delivered and called strike. And Landauer taking a moment, steps off the mound because the wind gusts just kind of pushing him back. Pitch now, and that is high, and so it's saying it hit his bat. The home plate umpire said it hit his bat, not his helmet, and so that is strike number 2. 0-2 pitch. And that one stays high, so that brings us with a 1-2. Nobody on base, one out. We're at the top of the first inning. Pitch on the way, and that gets in there for called strike 3. So now we have, so Mason Reichert strikes out, and that brings up Chase Bierman, third baseman. Pitch is delivered, swing, and that gets down and into right field to pick up the throw over to first is it. Oh, that should have been called out, but because Ten Eyck had that well ahead of the base. In fact, even the runner thought he was out on that one. So, with that, so base hit is what we'll indicate there, but so they're arguing, and home plate umpires saying that it was interference for the bag, maybe? I don't know. So, that brings up the fourth in the batting lineup for the Pioneers, shortstop Hunter Bierman. Throw goes over to first, and called safe. Landauer with a pitch coming in. That one stays high for ball one. So 1-0, two outs. Runner on first. Waiting for the pitch to be delivered. It's on its way, and the throw goes over to first. Drug the hand a little bit, otherwise he could have gotten that one out. So that's now a 2-0. Landauer sets. Pitch on the way, swing, and that's popped foul, out of play on the first base side. So now that brings up a 2-1. Wind up pitch, and that cuts across for a strike. Counts even at 2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. We're at the top of the first inning on this brisk Friday afternoon. Pitch in there, and it goes out, and it picked up. Fielder's choice goes over to first from the second base, and that draws the third out. So, stranding runner on second. We will come back after this with the Falcon Bats coming your way right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Welcome back to the Falcon Sports Complex. It is Falcons hosting the Pioneers of Fort Calhoun, bottom of the first inning. Now let's take a quick look out at the field. Who's where for the Pioneers? Pitching on the mound, Presley Oberding, and that he is pitching to Mason Reichert at center base. First base is Nathan Duros. Second base is covered by Adam Ellefson. Third base is Chase Bierman. Shortstop, Hunter Bierman. Out into left field, Blake Work. Center field, Rokaruma, and right field is Quentin Bilsbach. Leadoff batter for the Falcons is shortstop Jackson Skidman. He'll be followed by Mason Pettit from center field. And third in the lineup is pitcher Jack Landauer. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stays high for a ball one. Wind up, next pitch, swing, and that is sent out right field, and going around the first base to second base, on his way to third, and he is able to do a stand-up triple down the first base line. A great hit right there. So, Jackson Skidman leading the way with a triple. And that brings up Mason Pettit, the senior center fielder. That one's outside for ball one. So that puts the Falcons scoring position right now with nobody out. Next pitch delivered. Swing, and that gets right out into center field for an RBI single.
Pettit with the RBI single. Brings to the plate the pitcher, number 27, Jack Landauer.
And with that, that brings up Jack Landauer. So we've had a infield triple, stand-up triple, an RBI single, and now with a runner on first, pitch is a wild pitch all the way to the backstop, so that advances a runner to second base. So Pettit is able to move ahead off of the wild pitch. So that brings up a 1-0. Oberding checks the runner at second. Wind up, the pitch is delivered, and that's outside for ball 2. Oberding checks the runner. Winds up the pitch, and that is inside at the knees for strike 1. So Listenberger at bat. I'm sorry, that is Landauer at bat. Coming up next is Tanaik. And strike 2. So the count's even at 2. So Landauer stepping back in. Oberding with the pitch. Swing and miss for strike 3. With one out, runner on second. That brings up Wyatt Tanaik from first baseman, stepping into the batting box, left-handed. Stepping away to pull it down the first base line if he is able to connect with this thing. Wind up, that pitch gets in there for a called strike. Wind up, next pitch delivered, and that one high and outside. 1-1. Next pitch being delivered, and that stays high. 2-1. Again, I want to say thank you to all the sponsors. You can see them always in the upper left-hand corner of all of the broadcasts we do. For them and the Falcon Pride Booster Club, helping the students, the athletes, and bring you this coverage for free all the time. Swing, and that is fouled. So Pettit, with a leadoff, he took off. So keeps the count. Oh, now puts the count even at 2. 2-2. One out, runner on second. Throw goes. So Oberding steps off the mound. Throw back, but he holds on to it. Sends Pettit back to the bag. Oberding. Wind up, the pitch delivered, and that one is low, and full count now, 3-2 with one out, runner on second. Payoff pitch coming up. Who's going to pay off for? We'll find out. And that one's high and outside for a ball 4. So free base. Now there's runners on first and second with one out.
Now batting for the Falcons, the third baseman, number 1, Tucker Korb.
So third baseman, Tucker Korb stepping into the batting box. On deck, we'll have Brock Listenberg, the designated hitter. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Runners on first and second with one out. Oberding checks the runner at second. Checks again. Pitch on the way, swings, and that's fouled down the first base side. So that's 0-2 for Korb. Bottom of the first inning, Falcons have been able to bring a batter around. Scheidemann was able to be brought in. Swing, and that one is chipped down the first base line and steps on the bag. So a sacrifice advances the runners. Now with 2 outs, runners on second and third. Designated hitter Brock Listenberger stepping up to bat. Wind-up pitches swung on and missed for strike 1. Even in here, we can hear that wind pretty good in this brand new facility. Next pitch, swing, and that one ends up hitting the pitcher's leg, and nobody can hold on to it. So that will be, we'll call that an RBI single. Could have been an error, but since it hit off the foot of the pitcher, that's going to be an RBI single.
Now batting for the Falcons, the right fielder, number 3, Ashton Harlow.
And puts runners on the corners. And that brings up right fielder Ashton Harlow with 2 outs. That pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Next pitch swung on and strike. 1-1 with 2 outs. Runners on the corners. 2 runs came in. That one low. Good job by the catcher, Mason Riekert. He's staying in front of that one. 2-1. Presley Oberding stepping on the rubber, and pitch stays high. 3-1. Wind up, pitch is delivered, swing and missed. That brings the count full to Ashton Harlow. Next pitch delivered, swing, and that's fouled. I'm checking to see where my car is. It does tag a couple of cars in the parking lot. Just a reminder, never park in the first row when you go to a baseball game. Next pitch being delivered, and that one goes high for the walk. So that loads the bases and brings up left fielder, 8th in the batting lineup, Cash Hermanson. So 2 outs, bases are loaded, 2 runs have come in. First pitch on the way, and that one stays high for ball 1. Want to welcome everybody who is coming to the field. Next one, high. Good job again by Mason Riekert for reaching up and stretching to get that so it doesn't go all the way to the backstop. 2-0. And with that, we have the coach coming out and having a conversation with the infield because trying to figure out how to be able to get out of this one. So down, 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, but bases are loaded. Bottom of the first inning. Falcons are leading now, 2-0. Again, want to say thank you to all the sponsors. You can see them in the upper left-hand corner. And coming around the horn, you'll see in red and black, it is the Falcon Pride Booster Club, their QR code. If you have any questions about how to be a part of the broadcast, how to part of the students, the athletes, the activities right here, and to be able to support and encourage and grow those things, certainly click on that QR code and be able to go ahead and find a way to be able to support, especially it's time to start looking at that is for next year, putting all that together. And again, want to say thank you to the Falcon Pride Booster Club. All right, so the encouragement is done. It's time to take care of business. Pitch is on the way, swing and a miss. Throw goes out to third. And it gets loose, but everybody holds steady right there. Wyatt Ten Eyck tried to do a run in the last game, and it didn't do him well. That is strike two. So the count's even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Wind up, pitch delivered, swing and a miss. That is strike 3. So Dawson Van Holtz with the strikeout to wrap it up, stranding runners on all bases, but we've had 3 hits, 2 runs, no errors. We'll come back right after this on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Welcome back to the Falcon Sports Complex as we are going now to the top of the second inning. Falcons with a 2-0 lead. And Pioneer bats coming up. Leadoff batter is right fielder Quentin Bilsbach. He bunts, and a good bunt, but the throw is in time for the out. So the 1-3 is able to get the out. So that was Quentin Bilsbach. Now we're going to center fielder Roka Ruma stepping in the batting box. First pitch in there for a strike as he swings on that one. Next pitch being delivered. Swing, and that gets sent out. Picked up by second. Throw over to first to Tanaika. Plenty of time. Again, another ground out right there. Throw over to first. So the 4-3. So that brings up the first baseman, Nathan Duros, stepping in. Third in the batting lineup for this inning. First pitch called strike. Off speed, just drops right in there. 0-1. Wind up, next pitch. And that's on the inside edge of the plate for strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base. Top of the second inning. Pitch is swung on, and, well, they throw out to first to Ten Eyck, and it is in time. Ten Eyck really had to stretch on that one, but he was able to keep it there for the strikeout complete. So that wraps up an inning and a half, and 3 up, 3 down. We will see the Falcon bats coming your way right after this on WDCNEmedia.com and BSDNlive.com.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports, Activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
It's the DC West Falcon Baseball on WDCNEmedia.com, brought to us by the Falcon Pride Booster Club and its sponsors. You can always see them in the upper left-hand corner as we continue on. All right, leadoff batter. That is Sway Lopez, the catcher. First ball is called a strike. Wind up next pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. Sway's wrapping up the batting lineup. After this will be Jackson Skeideman again. Next pitch delivered, swing and strike three. So we're back to the top of the order. Jackson Skeideman first up and got a triple to lead off. We'll see where we go from there. Windup pitch is outside for ball one. Oberding, wind up the pitch, swing and a miss, strike two, or strike one. One and one. Swing and that's fouled back for strike two. Not sure how the scoreboard didn't pick up that strike three as an out. Yep. Swing, and that's fouled. Out of play. Keeps the count. 1-2 to Skeideman. Oberding looking in, gets the pitch that he wants. A wind up the throw, and that one stays high. Counts even at 2. And there is the hit by pitch, first one. So that sends Skeideman to first base. A free base right there by hit by pitch. And now we have Mason Pettit. He was able to have an RBI single. And he brought in Skeideman. But then he ended up being stranded on third base. Bottom of the first inning. Oh, he did score. Yeah, that was tonight. 1-0. So that's right. There was 2 scores. Pettit was the second one to be able to get wrapped around. 1-0. Pitch delivered, and that's outside. 2-0. Runner on first. Pitch is being delivered. Swing, and that's fouled back. 2-1. One out, runner on first. On deck, we have Jack Landauer. Pitch is being delivered, and that's low. Good stop by the catcher again, Reichert. Puts the count at 3-1. Oberding checks a runner at now second. And that one is low for the free base. So that puts runners on first and second with a walk. And that brings up Jack Landauer. He struck out the last at bat. Currently going over to speak with Coach Voss, get some instruction and guidance. And we have a courtesy runner. We do anywhere? What? Normally when the official pulls out their notebook, there's a change going on. Or is he just writing down that the catcher had a meeting mound? So. All right, so Landauer stepping in. One out, runners on first and second. Swing, and that's fouled back for a strike one. Oberding checks the runner at second. Wind up the pitch, and that one stays high, 1-1. Scheidemann with a good lead over at second. Swing, and that gets fouled back. 1-2. One out, runners on first and second. Jack Landauer at bat. Pitch is delivered, swing, and foul. Strike three. So that brings us with two outs. Landauer struck out a second time. But that brings up Wyatt Tanaik. His last at bat at the bottom of the first inning was a walk. Pitch is delivered, and that one high and outside for ball one. All I have to say is thank goodness for bungee cords tying down that camera. Ball two. So if you do see a little movement from the camera, that's not for not trying to tie it down as tight as I can. The throw goes out. Oh, nope. Oberding just steps off the bag. Sends Scheidemann back to second. Oberding. Wind up the pitch delivered and swing, and that gets fouled back for a strike. 2-1 with two outs. Takes a runner at second. Wind up. The pitch is delivered. Swing, and that gets chipped out, picked up. And the throw over to first is off the bag. And so that loads the bases. So that loads the bases. We'll say that's a base hit. I think it was an error because shortstop not able to pick it up. Pitch goes out. Good stop right there as Reichert had to chase that one down and not go too far. So for ball one. So error actually gets a runner on first. Ball two. So bases loaded, two outs. Again. just like the top or the bottom of the first inning. Next pitch, that one's high for ball 3. So a 3-0. No place to put a walk without bringing a run in. Pitch is delivered, and that's outside for the walk. And so with that, puts the Falcons ahead 3-0. So Scheidemann comes in. So Korb was walked, and now we have Brock Listenberger, the designated hitter. And that hit is going down third base line or first base line, all the way to the fence. 1 run comes in, 2 run comes in, 3 run comes in, and so an RBI double.
Listenberger with the stand-up double.
A 3-run RBI double. And so, which first at bat he had was an RBI. And so that brings up Ashton Harlow, who was walked the last at bat that he had. But that does bring the second meeting out to the mound. Now that is the first time the coaches come out this inning. And just giving a bit of encouragement. So, 2 outs, runner on first. Or actually, runner on second. Ashton Harlow, left-handed batter. Last at bat, he walked. Checks the runner, pitch on the way, and that one's outside for ball 1. And that is the 60th pitch for Oberling. Swing, and that is down the third base line. Throw over to first is in time, so that is the 3rd out, but not without some damage, as 2 hits, 4 runs, 1 error puts the Falcons ahead 6-0 as 2 are complete right here. We'll come back to the top of the 3rd inning with the Pioneers at bat right after this on WDC, NE Media, and BSDNLive.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back to the Falcons Sports Complex. Top of the 3rd inning, Falcons with a 6-0 lead. Designated hitter, 8th in the lineup. Aiden Johnson stepping into the batting box. First pitch being delivered and called a strike. So Landauer doing a good job keeping the pitch count down on that. Wind up next pitch, and that one is low ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So how many pitches does Landauer have so far? He has 20 compared to 62 from Oberling. So that tells the difference right there. That comes in there for strike 2. That wind's got to be gusting in got to be close to be 40 miles an hour right now. Wind up next pitch. Swing, and that's chipped. Foul for keeping the count 1-2. Days like this, you know how well the roof is tied down. A little bit of creaking, that's what I was saying. Swing, and he was like, I was a check swing, but no, he went too far. So that is strike 3 for out number 1.
Landauer with the strikeout brings to the plate the second baseman, number 31, Adam Elofsson.
So with Johnson and the strikeout, that brings up second baseman Adam Elofsson, the bottom of the order. Strike on the first swing. Wind up, next pitch delivered, and that's right down the middle for strike 2. 0-2, 1 out, nobody on base. Top of the 3rd inning. Next pitch, and chipped, and that goes foul. It was going down the third base line, but it took a hop right on out. Keeps the count 0-2. That might have actually hopped right at the home plate as well before heading out, but nonetheless, keeps the count 0-2. Wind up pitch, and high and inside for a 1-2 count. Up next is top of the lineup, Presley Oberling. Grounded out the first at bat. Pitch delivered, swing, and that is sent out into center field. Loped right in there for a base hit. So, Elofsson with a base hit. And that brings up Presley Oberling. One out runner on first. Top of the 3rd inning. Wind up that pitch, and that's low and outside for ball 1. Landauer with a pitch, and that one stays high, ball 2. And with that, the infield is coming in, and Coach Voss is also coming out to have a conversation. Home plate umpire is not wasting any time going straight out there. This doesn't necessarily mean a pitching change. And so it was just setting up a plan. Oh, so that's where they were determining whether to pull him now so he could pitch tomorrow because he's at 30. But the determination was to keep him in. Oberding waiting for the pitch. Landauer, wind up, pitch delivered, swing and a miss. So now we have a 2-1 count with 1 out and a runner on first. Throw goes over to first. And Ellison gets back on the bag without any issue. Another throw at first. Ellison, I think he just stayed laying there. Unfortunately, we don't have windows all the way around the corner, so I have to kind of spin around to look. Strike on that one, or foul back. So count is even at 2. So when I looked around the corner to see first base, he just looked like he was in the same position he was the first time. That one high. Count is full. Wind up pitch is delivered. Swing and a miss. Out number 2. So Presley Oberting with a strikeout. And that brings up catcher Mason Reichert. Struck out the last at bat. 2 outs, runner on first. Throw goes over to first. He's still laying there. Now he was in a little different position of laying there that time. Goes high, ball 1. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Great service out here. Swing, and that is sent out to left field, coming in and able to reel underneath that one. Jackson Scheidemann came over for the out. And so, stranding a runner on first. Had a hit, no errors and no runs. Going to the bottom of the 3rd inning, Falcons holding the lead 6-0 over the Pioneers. We'll be right back after this on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Welcome back to the Falcon Sports Complex. It is Falcon Baseball hosting Fort Calhoun Pioneers. Going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. So the Falcon bats have been nice and warm on this brisk, windy day. The Pioneers have a new pitcher on the mound, and that is junior Danny Powell. So they pulled him off of the bench, put him out there. He's doing the warm-ups right now. And coming up for the Falcons, we should be seeing, let's see, who should that be? Is that Cash Hermanson coming up to bat? Yep, so Hermanson, then we'll see Lopez and back to Scheidemann. So we're at the bottom of the order right now.
Leading off for the Falcons, the left fielder, number 6, Cash Hermanson.
So Cash Hermanson stepping in, leadoff batter, bottom of the 3rd inning. So we'll see how Powell pitches for the Pioneers. Wind up pitch, and that one's in there for a called strike. Second pitch low and inside for ball. 1-1. Pitch high. 2 balls and 1 strike. The wind's picking up. Pitch is on its way, and that's low and outside. So that puts us into a 3-0 for Hermanson. Or 3-1, I'm sorry. Waiting for the next pitch, and that's delivered, and that gets in there for a called strike. Goes full count on the leadoff batter. Oberding ended up with 62 pitches in 2. It's a hit. The throw is not able to be fielded or sent over to first, so Hermanson with a base hit. That brings up bottom of the order, Sway Lopez, catching for the Falcons today. Struck out his last at-bat. On deck, shortstop, top of the order, Jackson Scheidemann. Powell steps off the mound. Looks over to first. Pitch on the way. Bunt, and that one ends up rolling foul down the third base side for the strike. You're not yourself unless you have a Twix or a Kit Kat. It's actually something else, but, you know, copyrights, we won't say it. Next pitch, bunt, and the throw goes over to first. And going back to try to tag it first was Duros when Hermanson just took off. Over at second base, we see the second baseman, Ellefson, going, where were you looking, man? So 2 strikes, 0-2. Now runner on second. Pitch, and then that is popped up and ends up going out of play. Keeps the count 0-2. Pitch delivered in there for a strike. So, second time in a row, Lopez was struck out.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Falcons brings to the plate.
So that was the first out, and we'll go to the top of the order. Jackson Scheidemann. He had a triple first at bat and hit by pitch last time. So he's been able to get on base one way or another every time he's been at bat today. And it's only the 3rd inning. First pitch, and that is low. Good job again by the catcher as Reichert had to really get in front of that one to stop it. So we have a 1-0 to Scheidemann. Checks a runner at first. Pitch is on its way, and that one a little high for ball 2. 2-0 with 1 out, runner on first, or on second, I'm sorry. Powell back on the rubber. Checks a runner at second. Checks again. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 2-1. Pitch is delivered, swing, and that is pop fouled. Now that puts the count even at 2. And well high on that pitch to go to a full count. So the payoff pitch with one out, runner on second. Powell checks the runner. Delivers and swing, and that is popped down the right field side and is caught. So with that, so Cash Hermanson was able to tag and move up to third base. And now we have Mason Pettit, had a RBI and a walk. And he is now up to bat in the third inning. Wind up, swing and a miss. 0-1 with 2 outs, runner on third. Next pitch is delivered, and that gets all the way back to the backstop, and sliding on his way in, Hermanson with the score. So Hermanson scores on a wild pitch. So that empties the bases, and we have a 1-1 with 2 outs. Swing, and that is chipped out to shortstop through the legs into left center field for a base hit. So Pettit able to keep things going, and that brings up Jack Landauer. So this is his third at bat in the same amount of innings, but he has struck out both times. Now he's facing off against a different pitcher, and let's see what happens here against Powell. Checks a runner at first. Pitch being delivered, and that one goes high. Throw goes over to first. So Pettit was able to get back on the bag without any issues, so now we have a 1-0 with 2 outs. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. Powell checks the runner, and the pitch is in the dirt. Brings up a 2-1. Synthetic rubber, I'm sorry. Yep, I've been corrected. That's why all my equipment stays so much cleaner here than anywhere else. Yeah. Next pitch is swing, and that is pop foul. He could have left that one alone. He was golfing on that one. But that puts the count even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Because that was well low and way outside. Wind up the pitch, and that one goes high. Full count to Jack Landauer. With 2 outs, runner on first. Payoff pitch on the way. Bottom of the third inning. Falcons with a 7-0 lead. Pitch, and that one is a free base. So after a couple strikeouts, Landauer gets a walk, and he's on the bag. And will we have a courtesy runner or not here? So yes, we will have a courtesy runner coming out.
Courtesy running for the Falcons, number 21, Kai Jorgensen.
So Kai Jorgensen, courtesy running for Landauer. And at bat, we have Wyatt Tanaik, walked, and then he got on base with an error. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Powell checks a runner at second. Checks again. Throws on the way in, swing, and that gets fouled back for strike one. Nice thing about a synthetic field, you don't have to water it. Don't have to mow it. Don't have to paint it. It's all right there. Checks a runner, swing, and that gets fouled down the third base side just over the dugout. So that puts up an 0-2 for Tanaik. Powell again checking a runner at second. Throw is delivered, swing and a miss for the strikeout. Stranding runners on first and second, but not without some damage done. One run did make it all the way around the bases. So with 3 complete, the Falcons lead 7-0 over the Fort Calhoun Pioneers. We'll come back with the Pioneer Bats right after this on WDCNEmedia.com and BSDNlive.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Top of the fourth inning for the Pioneers. Stepping up to bat is third baseman Chase Bierman. Had a base hit the first at bat for him. So third in the batting lineup. That one's low for a ball one. Jack Landauer continuing to pitch. Wind up next pitch, and that one's low and outside. Ball two. Two-0, leadoff batter. Top of the fourth inning, Falcons lead 7-0. Pitch is delivered right down the middle for strike. I think the Falcons should always play in hurricane force winds. It's a good thing. Next pitch, swing, and that is chipped out, picked up by Scheidemann. The throw over to first to Tanaik is in time for the out.
Scheidemann Tanaik for the first out brings to the plate for the Pioneers the shortstop, number 7, Hunter Bierman.
Now that brings up Hunter Bierman, the shortstop, stepping in into the batting box. Wind-up pitch is delivered. Swing, and that is sent out and picked up. Oh, not able to be picked up by the second baseman, so the error right there. Fanholt's not able to grab it. Would have been a fairly easy out, but that put Bierman on base. And with that, that brings up right fielder Quentin Bielsbach. Grounded out first time at bat. So with one out, runner on first. Landauer steps off the bag. Adjusting for the wind, I believe. Sets. Pitch is delivered, swing, and that's foul back for a strike. So with that, we have an 0-1. Throw goes over to first. And runner is just laying there like he was before. No, not really. Wonder what that's about. Just rewind a couple innings. Swing, and that's fouled. So that brings up an 0-2 with one out, runner on first. Pitch is delivered, and that one is chipped, picked up, and tagged. That was a quick pickup and tag by Jack Landauer. Not able to make the play at second, but that is 2 outs. So we'll have a sacrifice on that. Now that brings up center fielder Rocco Ruma. Grounded out as well the first time at bat. Pitch is delivered. That one is hit by pitch. So that's a free bag. And then that moves us up to Nathan Duros. Struck out. He's the first baseman for the Pioneers. Struck out the last time at bat. 2 outs, runners now on first and second. On deck is the designated hitter, Aiden Johnson. Landauer steps off the bag. Steps off the mound. Now he gets back in the rubber and checks a runner at second. The pitch is on his way. Swing, and that's foul back. 0-1. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. We're at the top of the 4th inning. Falcons with a 7-0 lead. And with that, we see Coach Voss come out and have another conversation. How many pitches does Landauer have at this point? 46? So 46 pitches in. I believe they're just discussing where they would like to go on a fielder's choice if they're able to get that hit grounded or to strike it out. So nothing to change here, just how to play it, with, especially with this wind being the way it is. And about halfway out, the home plate umpire reminds Coach Voss, that's your second time out there. So we have an 0-1, runners on first and second, 2 outs. Landauer checks the runner, pitch is on his way, and in there for the strike. 0-2. Landauer off the rubber to throw sends the runner back to the base. Taking a big lead over at second. Pitch is delivered, swing, and that is loped into center field. Not able to make a play for it. Had to go to Tonight for the cutoff. That loads the bases with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Pioneers, the designated hitter, number 9, Aiden Johnson.
So a base hit for Duros. Brings up designated hitter Aiden Johnson. Last time at bat was a strikeout. Throw goes in, but it's just outside for ball 1. 2 outs, bases loaded, top of the 4th inning. Pioneers doing what they can. Throws outside for ball 2. Lopez had to chase that one down a little bit. Wind up pitch, and that one hits the base and bounces all the way back and advances the runner and brings a run in for the Pioneers. Landauer with the 3-0, 2 outs, and that one's high and fills the bags again. So 2 outs.
Now batting the second baseman, number 31, Adam Elofsson.
And that brings up the bottom of the order. Adam Elofsson, last at bat was a base hit. Bases are loaded and 2 outs. Pitch being delivered, and that one's at the knees for strike 1. Landauer focusing in. Pitch is high for ball. So 1-1. Bach called him for a balk, and so that advances the runners and brings in a run. So, no ball, just the strike. Or no strike, just the ball. 0-1. Or, yeah, it's an 0-1. Pitch on the way, and that goes high. Now it's a 1-1. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Ellison took a timeout. Now he stepped back in. Pitch on the way, and that one's low. So that puts up a 2-1 with 2 outs. 2 runs have come in. 1 because of a walk. 1 was because of a balk. Pitch is delivered, swing, and that goes down the first base line. Foul ball. Count goes even at 2. Wind caught that one. It would have been great placement if it wasn't for the wind. So Adam Ellison counts even at 2 outs, runners on second and third. 2 runs have come in, both error type run as they came in, a walk and a balk. Swing, and that one's chipped, and that one goes foul. So sends everybody back to where they were, keeps the count at 2. I want to say thank you again to all the sponsors. You can see them in the upper left-hand corner, making sure you can have all the coverage of the Falcons for free all the time. Landauer checks the runners, gets a call, pitch on the way, in there for a strike. So that was strike number 3, and out number 3 wraps up 3.5, not without its issues there at the top of the 4th inning. Stranding runners on second and third, but a balk and a walk created those 2 runs. We'll come back as we have Korb going up into Listenberger, and then Harlow at bat for the Falcons, bottom of the 4th inning. Falcons with a 7-2 lead over the Pioneers on WDCNEmedia.com.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
Back at the Falcon Sports Complex, bottom of the 4th inning. Tucker Korb at bat, that first pitch into the rubber shavings. Synthetic turf, ball 1. About 7 feet shy of the plate. Next pitch, swing, and that is chipped down to the third base line, picked up by the pitcher. Throw over to first is in time. Korb not able to leg that one out. Now we'll go over to designated hitter Brock Listenberger. RBI both times he's been at bat, but nobody on base to bring in, so he's going to have to do it himself, a home run, in order to keep that streak going. Wind up pitch, and that one's low for a ball 1. Next pitch, swing, that check swing is called a strike. He pulled it into himself, but his body turned all the way around. So, yeah, that was the right call. 1-1. Listenberger steps out, takes the timeout, steps out of the box. And now he's ready. Steps back in, sets up. Pitch is delivered low and outside. 2-1. And that goes all the way to the backstop. 3-1. delivers the next one, and that is the free base. So it's not an RBI, but it is on the bag, on the base. And that brings up Ashton Harlow. Walked, then he grounded out. Now his third time at bat. One out, runner on first. Powell delivers and fouled back for a strike. I'm glad I stopped at home and grabbed a jacket. This morning when I left, it was 70 degrees. But I knew temps were sliding. That hit straight back to Powell. Powell goes over to first and trying to get the double play, but no. So Listenberger able to go ahead to second. And that brings up
the Falcons, the left fielder, number 6, Cash Hermanson.
2 outs. And Cash Hermanson struck out the first time. Base hit. Came in off of a wild pitch for a score. That one's outside for a ball. So we have a 1-1 with 2 outs. And runner on second. Pitch delivered, swing, and that is loped out to right field and diving for it. And he got it for the out. So leaving a runner on second. That wraps up 4 innings. Falcons hold the lead 7-2 over the Pioneers. Pioneer Bats coming up right after this on WDC, NE Media, and BSDNlive.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
We're back to the Falcons Stadium as we're at the top of the 5th inning. Leadoff batter, top of the order. Prester Oberling started off as pitcher. He grounded out, then struck out. His 3rd at-bat right now. So Mason Reichert, the catcher, is on deck. Landauer is still on the mound for the Falcons. First pitch in there for a strike. Took a little bit longer for him to call the home plate umpire to call that one than normal. Next pitch, and that one is low. 1-1. Landauer with the wind up the pitch and swing, and that's fouled. 1-2. delivering the next pitch outside. Count goes even at 2. I want to say thank you to the hardy fans who do come out here and for the smart fans who watch us. No, everybody's smart, but I'd rather be in my comfy chair, and that is a strike 3. So, leadoff batter struck out. So, Presley Oberling with a strikeout goes over to catcher Mason Reichert. Struck out, popped out. His third at bat. Line up that pitch, and that is in the artificial turf for ball 1. Next pitch is delivered, and that one in there right just above the knees for a strike. That was a great placement of that. 1-1, 1 out. Pitch being delivered, and the off speed drops in for strike 2. And that one just a little low. Counts even at 2. Landauer getting back on the mound. Sets. Pitch delivered. Swing, and that is sent foul down the first base side. Count stays even at 2. And that puts the count at a full count. So 3-2 with 1 out, and a top just a little high for a free base. So Mason Reichert with a walk, but we have a courtesy runner, and that is Kevin Greiner. 6. And at bat, we have Chase Bierman. Base hit, grounded out. Bunt goes foul. He had to chase after that bunt. Good.
Courtesy running for the Pioneers, number 6, Kevin Greiner.
So 0-1 with 1 out, runner on first. Pitch being delivered, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, wind is steady at 25, gusting in the low 40s. Pitch delivered, and that one's inside. Counts now even at 2. Feels like it's 45 degrees. Air temperature says 52. Throw goes over to first. So we have a 1-2. So it's a 1-2. Throw goes back over to first. Pitch, swing, and that gets popped up, coming over and out of my field of vision, but foul ball. So the count stays 1-2. Out of play. So we have the 1-2, 1 out, runner on first. Pitch is delivered, and that is low outside. Now the count is even at 2. .75 pitches so far. Swing, and that's fouled. I think that one went into the softball field. That keeps the count 2-2. Pitch is delivered, swing, and that just goes straight out. Landauer throw goes over to first, gets the out. But the sacrifice advances the runner. And the home plate umpire going out, and Coach Voss making sure the Landauer's okay, because that one hit him right in the leg, in the ankle, I believe. So Bierman with a sacrifice. And now we have Courtesy batting right now. All right, who is it? No. Titus Partis at bat. Landauer checks the runner. Pitch on the way, and that's outside. Goes all the way back to the backstop. But it was bounced hard enough that it came back to Lopez almost at home plate, but that did advance the runner. (1-0), and that one's low. 2-0. 2 outs, runner on third. Top of the fifth inning. Falcons lead 7-2 over the Pioneers of Fort Calhoun. Pitch delivered, and that one's outside. 3-0. Coach Voss is over there talking around. Next pitch delivered, and that one's low, and that is the walk. So runners on the corners with 2 out. And now that brings in Quentin Bilsbach. Grounded out. Now we have 2 outs and runners on the corners. Lopez giving a signal change. Landauer set. Pitch and in there for a strike. 0-1 with 2 outs. Again, runners on the corners. Next pitch delivered, and that one goes high. Throw goes over to third, and the squeeze. Oh, not able to get him out. The ball pops out, but The throw goes over to third and then tags the out, but the run does come in. So the error brings a run in, but then the throw out on the squeeze at third gets the third out. So with that, a run comes in that brings the Pioneers to 3, Falcons to 7. We'll come back right after this on WDCNEmedia.com.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
Welcome back to the Falcon Sports Complex. It's the DC West Falcons hosting the Fort Calhoun Pioneers. And Sway Lopez, leadoff batter. Ball 1. Lopez struck out twice so far. Next pitch in the air out for a ball. 2-0. That one gets in there for a strike. Wind up, the pitch is delivered, and strike 2. Counts even at 2. High for a full count. And that pitch, hit by pitch. So the payoff pitch decided to go with a hit by pitch instead, just to give him the base. So Lopez, first time on a bag.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Falcons, brings to the plate the shortstop.
We're back to the
Jackson
top of the lineup. Jackson Skydeman, triple, hit by pitch.
Jackson Lopez.
And then popped out the last time at bat. So nobody out, runner on first. Skydeman, and then we have Mason Pettit, followed by Jack Landauer. First pitch, and that one stays high. Throw goes over to first. Jackson Lopez, courtesy running for Sway Lopez. Swing, and that gets popped up. Going over to right field and out of play. One and one. Pretty much if you're going to hit it high over into the right field, it's going to be about 3 miles to the south of us. One and one, nobody out, runner on first. Powell checks a runner, steps off the bag, sends Lopez back. Pitch on the way, swing, and that's fouled back. The count is now 1-2. Powell with the delivery in the off-speed pitch for the strike. So it was an off-speed dropped in for the strike. The throw out to second was not in time, so Lopez able to move ahead. So it was not a sacrifice. It was a sacrifice strikeout. Mason Pettit, RBI first time, walked, and a base hit. So he's been able to get on the bag every time. That one's called a ball. Swing, and that is Lope gets out to second base. The throw over to first is in time for the out. That is the sacrifice and moves a runner ahead. So 2 outs. Jack Landauer stepping in. He struck out twice, then he walked. And Jackson Lopez, courtesy running for Sway Lopez, on third. Throw is hit foul. So strike one. Next pitch delivered, and that one is low. Gets behind the catcher, but doesn't go far enough to try to chase after that one. Too far, so counts 1-1. 2 outs, runner on third. We're at the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-3, Falcons with the lead over the Pioneers. That one goes high. 2-1. Wind up, next pitch delivered. Swing, and that is chipped foul. Count goes even at 2. You're right. He does like to go for those low outside ones. And that one, an off speed that just floated. Count is full. Payoff pitch with 2 outs and a runner on third. Who's going to flinch? Who's going to pay off for? Powell sets, delivers, swing, and that is sent deep into left field. And it goes past everybody, brings in a run. RBI double. He started sliding way early on that one. Good thing that he slid about 20 foot on that, but.
Landauer with the RBI double.
So Landauer, RBI double.
Courtesy running at second base, number 21, Kai Jorgensen.
So Kai Jorgensen, courtesy running. Courtesy runner Jackson Lopez comes in for Sway Lopez. And that brings up Wyatt Tenike. Walked, got on with an error. And let's see what he does here today. Yeah. Swing, and that gets sent out to left center field. Coming out from the shortstop position was Hunter Bierman, able to reel that one in for the out. But 1 run did come in. Falcons able to bring that 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Now we're going to the top of the 6th inning. Falcons 8, Pioneers 3. We'll be back right after this on WDCNEmedia.com and BSDNLive.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Just a little bit longer on the warm-up as a new pitcher for the Falcons, and that is going out there from first, just trading places with Jack Landau. Jack is going over to first. Wyatt Tenike going to the mound. Falcons with an 8-3 lead going into the 6th inning. And warm-up is complete. Leadoff batter for the Pioneers, right fielder Quentin Bilsbach. Grounded out. And the first pitch being delivered, and that is called strike. Wind up next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Tenike likes the call. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that one gets over. Shortstop picks up. Throw over to first. Is not able to be connected. Just off the mark. So with that, Bilsbach able to get on base. That brings up center fielder Rocco Ruma. And he grounded out. Then he got on bag because of a hit by pitch. Nobody out. Runner on first. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that is grounded out. And that is stopped by shortstop. Couldn't really field that, but a great job stopping it from going into the outfield. But that is 2 hits in a row for the Pioneers.
The first baseman, number 3, Nathan Duros.
And that brings up Nathan Duros. Struck out, then he had a base hit. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for the Pioneers. Tenike with the pitch on the way. Bunt, and that is picked up by Tenike. He sends it over to third base. And Korb was not on the bag close enough, and so they're not able to tag it out. So bases are now loaded.
The designated hitter, number 9, Aiden Johnson.
So nobody out, bases are loaded. Aiden Johnson, designated hitter. Struck out, walked. Swing and strike 2. Next pitch delivered, swing and strike 3. So that is the first out, but bases are loaded and 1 out. Tenike has his work cut out for him. Adam Elofsson at bat. First pitch, swing, and that's foul down the third base side for strike one. Wind up, pitch is delivered, and that one's low and inside for a ball. One and one out, bases loaded. Next pitch, and that one's low for ball two. Swing, and that is chipped down the third base line. Tags the base, throw over to first is not in time. A runner does come in. So one run comes in, one out. And so there's runners on first and second. And we're top of the order. That brings up Oberding, Presley Oberding, but there was a balk. Advances the runners now to second and third. Coach Voss is going to come over and say, what's going on here? Tying run at bat right now. Wind up, pitch, swing, and that's pop foul, and that goes out of play. Actually, I'm sorry, not tying run because there is two outs. Only two people on base. 0-1, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Pitch is delivered, swing and foul back for strike two. Grounded out, struck out, and he has an 0-2 right now. Pitch is being delivered, and that one's too high. Count goes 1-2. Swing, and that one gets sent down the first base side. And foul ball. One run had come in, and the other was halfway down the third baseline when it's called foul. So count stays 1-2 with 2 outs. Everybody has to go back to where they were. Next pitch delivered and swing, and that gets sent out. Second base throw over to first is in time for the third out. One run did come in, stranded runners on second and third. So now the score is 4 for the Pioneers, 8 for the Falcons. So Falcons bats coming back right after we take this break right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Welcome back to the Falcon Sports Complex as we have the DC West Falcons hosting the Fort Calhoun Pioneers. And Danny Powell continuing to warm up.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for your Falcons.
Leading off batter, bottom of the 6th inning, Tucker Korb. Sacrificed, walked, grounded out. And now he's at bat, leading off, bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch is delivered, and he is hit by pitch. And he has been hit by pitch quite a few times this season. So Brock Listenberger stepping up. And so he had a RBI, walk. Now he has a chance at an RBI, really. And he has a 1-0. Powell checks a runner at first. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Throw goes over to first. Korb able to get back on the base. 1-1. Oh, 2-1. Oh, 0-2. I'm sorry. Getting corrected. 0-2 is the umpire is calling. I didn't see that was an 0-2, but now it's a 1-2, and runner is taken off, slides in. So Korb steals second base. So a 1-2. Wind up pitch, and that's outside. Counts even at 2. 2-2, nobody out. Runner on second. Korb gets the lead. Pitch is delivered, and that is low. Count goes full. And so with that, we have a payoff pitch about to be delivered. It's on its way. Swing, and that is loped out into left field, and it keeps going, coming around. There's an RBI as Korb wraps around third and makes it in. And it's an RBI double for the designated hitter, Brock Listenberg. It's the third RBI.
Brings to the plate the right fielder, number 3, Ashton Harlow.
The third RBI of the game for Brock Listenberger. Ashton Harlow stepping up to bat, right fielder. So for Listenberger, do we have a courtesy runner? It looks like we do. Mason Mitchell is courtesy running for Listenberger. But that should be bringing up, I believe that's Ashton Harlow coming up to bat. Nobody out, runner on second. And it looks like we do have a pitching change going in. We will be seeing shortstop, former shortstop, Hunter Bierman. Is he coming out, grabbing the bat?
Attention, now pitching for Fort Calhoun, number 7, Hunter Bierman.
So we'll take a break, let him warm up, and come back right after this on WDC Any Media and BSDNlive.com.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
DC West Falcons 9, Fort Calhoun Pioneers 4. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning, and we have a pitching change. So coming off the shortstop position, Hunter Bierman is coming in, and let's see who is going to go over to the shortstop position. I can't see the number from here. It's always nice to have fancy numbers and different things like that, but if they blend in, you can't see the distance. It doesn't help some of us out. Anyway, Ashton Harlow at bat, left-handed batter. Walked, grounded out. Runner on second, nobody out. First pitch, and that's low and inside for ball 1. Next pitch delivered, swing, and that's sent down the third base side and picked up by third baseman Chase Bierman for the out.
Now batting for the Falcons, the left fielder, number 6, Cash Hermanson.
So, Cash Hermanson struck out, base hit, popped out, and then when he had the base hit, he came in because a pass ball. Bunt, and that goes straight back. The throw goes over to first in time. Sacrifice moves the runner ahead. So now we have courtesy runner Mason Mitchell at third base, 2 outs. And we go to Sway Lopez. Last time at bat, he was hit by pitch. Swing, and that gets chipped out, picked up by third. The throw over to first is in time for the out. And so that wraps up 6 innings, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and so that puts the Falcons ahead 9-4 going to the top of the 7th inning. If the Falcons are able to just get these 3 outs, that wraps up the game, and we'll come back to see what happens right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Top of the 7th inning, and 3 outs away for the Falcons to be able to take this one if they can hold the bats of the Pioneers. Falcons have a 5-point lead, so that definitely helps out. Tonight still pitching And leadoff batter for the Pioneers is the catcher, Mason Reichert. Struck out, popped out, and walked. Steps in. Tonight with a windup. Pitch is delivered, and that is just off the mark for a ball one. Next pitch, swing, and that is sent into right field. Very good placement for the base hit. So with nobody out, the Pioneers put a runner on first. And that brings up the third baseman, Chase Bierman. Base hit, grounded out, and I believe struck out. Throw goes over to first, now to second, and able to tag him out. So Mason Reichert just with an aggressive play gets the out, and that clears the bases. So that brings us back to focus in on Bierman. Fouled that back for a strike one. Tonight likes what he sees. Pitch on the way, and that's in there for a strike. 0-2. Or 1-2. Not sure where the one was. I don't remember seeing the one, but okay. Swing, and that is sent down, and it is reeled in right field. So Ashton Harlow able to bring in the out. So 2 up and 2 down. Falcons 1 out away from the win. Shortstop Hunter Bierman stepping in to bat. 2 outs, nobody on base. Wind up the pitch. Swing, and that is picked up by second base. The throw over to first. Easy out for the third out, and that wraps it up as the Falcons with the win, 9-4 over the Fort Calhoun Pioneers. So the Pioneers are going to go to Louisville and wrap up the tournament tomorrow. And then let's take a look at their schedule. They're going to be away for a couple of games. Again, Louisville tomorrow. And then coming back, they're on the road actually until the 24th when they come back home versus Twin Rivers. So until then, have a great weekend. Have a great next week. We'll see you back here after we say thank you to our sponsors. Again, Falcons win 9-4 over the Pioneers of Fort Calhoun.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts, where we're smoking our butts off.